Well, Financial Planning Month just wrapped up, but growing your finances never takes a break. For many pre-retirees, the question is not if they can retire, but how they can keep growing their wealth once they do. Joining us now is Faisal Karmali, Portfolio Manager, Senior Wealth Advisor, and Senior Investment Advisor at the PKAG Karmali Advisory Group, CIBC Wood Gundy. All right, Faisal, tell us what your system looks like in practice to help us do that.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Jefferson. Of course, growth never takes a break. When you look at the key issues that people have, they want to make sure that their money is growing for them throughout their retirement. And we've known, doing this for almost 30 years, I can tell you that there's two things that are actually strong for growth, which is structure and discipline. And so when you look at that, there's a key part of our practice that we've learned from that structure and discipline. Think of it more like a relay race, like that's the key thing there.
And so that sounds like the sort of system gives people permission so that they can actually spend confidently, because that can be stressful.
Yeah, let's talk about that relay race, for example. To be more comfortable, confident as you go through this, think of a relay race, 4 people going through it, passing the baton. The first part of the race is the income bucket. This is not talking about the stock market swings. This is talking about income and cash flow to protect yourself so you can live the lifestyle you want. And the mandate there would be to make sure that you're beating inflation. Number 2, growth. You want to make sure your money's growing over the long term. Yeah, you have to make sure you don't outlive your money. Yeah, you have to make sure inflation is not going to be a problem. But people don't really want to live off their savings. They want to live off the growth of their savings, as that's a key piece. Pass that baton to the third bucket, which is the healthcare bucket. Our concern is out-of-pocket healthcare expenses are growing and are going to continue to grow for the foreseeable future. So how are we going to take care of that for the quality of care that you want, and then pass the baton to the fourth person? And that bucket is the legacy bucket. As you give gifts over individuals or upon your passing, want to make sure that you're paying the least amount of tax and meeting the objectives of that gift.
Okay, and you're going to be talking about these strategies at your next seminar?
Yeah, I've been doing this for a whole bunch of decades, and I want to make sure that people have that key thing here, the 4-bucket system. We'll be talking about that at our upcoming seminar on November the 4th.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Faisal. Appreciate it. That's Faisal Karmali, Portfolio Manager, Senior Wealth Advisor, and Senior Investment Advisor at the PKAG Karmali Advisory Group, CIBC Wood Gundy. And for more information and to register, head to pkag.ca.